I'm going bar hopping on St. Patrick's Day and I don't want to pay for drinks, so I'm hiding a hydration pouch instead of an old military jacket that I have. I bought one for like 10 bucks on Amazon, super cheap. And I'm outlining it here just so I know where to sew, because I'm going to try to sew a little pocket into the back of it and hide it behind the hood. I figured that would be a lot less conspicuous than like putting it in the side pockets, because if they pat me down, then they'll be able to see those. So filled this sucker up, gave it a test, plopped it on top. Seems like it works fine, and the hood should cover it really nicely. As long as it doesn't bulge too much, it should be fine. So first step was to pin it up, pin the two pieces together, and then to set up my sewing machine. And the reason it works really well with this jacket is because it's actually just two separate pieces. So the lining and the outside of the jacket are just separate. So if I sew them together, it should just function like its own separate pocket. It kept getting stuck because there was so much jacket for my little sewing machine, and then there was so much cat all up in my face. This is Pumpkin. He helped me a lot during the whole process and had a lot of fun. But I had to keep pulling him away because he kept trying to bite the string. But anyway, there he is. Anyway, so slid it in. Seemed to work pretty fine. It held. I just put the bottom and the top, the side parts of it were sewn. Seems to hold pretty nicely. When I'm actually wearing it, you can see here, it doesn't look too bad. Like, I look just kind of beefy in the back, but it doesn't look too terrible. So as long as the hood's down, it should work fine. The problem is, when it sits like this, there's a lot of horizontal like leeway. So if I could get it to stay flat, I tried putting like a tissue box, an old tissue box on it. If I get it to stay flat, that would be ideal. So I came up with this idea. An almond milk carton from Costco. I cut that into two pieces, and then I popped it on top, because that would hopefully give it more like horizontal stability. That's what my theory was initially. It didn't really do much. So I grabbed a book, an old entrepreneurial book, which is just like an oxymoron in and of itself. And then I ripped it apart and used the actual sides of the book to try to stabilize the pouch. And I think it worked okay. You tell me what you think. If you think it looks a little bit better, or if you think it looks worse, let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. There's some sharp edges. I might round those off later. But the last step was just to snip a little hole on the inside of the jacket, so then I can pull the tube, the hydration tube, out through my sleeve. And here is like the flow. It actually has a pretty solid flow when you just kind of press the thing. Pretty neat. So yeah, this is the final version. I got my little sleeve right here that I can tuck in, and it comes right out here, so I can just hold a drink in this hand and put the whatever in the other hand. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll make an update video.